Hello, family. One of the things that I have discovered about marriage is that it requires lifelong learning. I've been married now for 28 years and I'm still learning. Marriage requires two types of knowledge: knowledge of the principles that make marriage work, and knowledge of the person that you are married to. And I want you to think about that for a moment. First, we must know how God designed marriage to function if we want to succeed at it. The Bible says in Hosea 4:6, "My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge." Marriages are also destroyed for lack of knowledge. Many times people fail in marriage not because they don't have what it takes, but because they don't know what it takes. You have what it takes to make your marriage successful, but you must equip yourself with the right knowledge. And that's what I've discovered. We live in the information age. So there's no excuse for ignorance about what makes marriage work. There are countless opportunities to learn from people who have distilled biblical principles into messages, into books, and various other types of media. And the whole idea is that it makes it so much easier for us to apply to our marriages. So let us commit to pursuing the knowledge with humility and applying it. Remember I was sharing with you a few weeks ago about how knowledge is such a strong value in our home and marriage. I've been studying marriage for decades, and I still consider myself a student of love. None of us will ever know all that we need to know about this amazing thing called marriage. We must keep seeking God's insights on how to fully enjoy what He had in mind when He created marriage. Secondly, you need to know your spouse. 1 Peter 3:7, Amplified Version says, "In the same way you married men should live considerately with your wives, with an intelligent recognition of the marriage relationship." I love that. This applies to both men and women. If you want an enduring marriage, become a student of your spouse. Learn what makes them tick, what inspires them, what hurts them, and what makes them feel loved. Become an expert in your spouse and then act on what you know to create an enabling environment for your love to continue to grow. It is so worth it. Make up your mind to become an informed spouse. When you were dating, you were so interested in them, what they thought, how they saw life, their goals, their dreams, their aspirations, their vulnerabilities. Where did all that interest go? Don't ever take your spouse for granted. Don't ever lose your curiosity about them. Say to yourself, my marriage will work because I'm a lifelong learner of the principles of marriage and the person of my spouse. Let me share a secret of great marriages. Great marriages are intentionally created. They never happen by accident. What kind of marriage do you picture 10 years from now? What story do you want to tell at your 25th wedding anniversary? Whatever picture you have in your mind's eye, you will not arrive there accidentally. Great marriages are created with great intentionality. Intentionality means that we do certain things on purpose with a desired outcome in mind. I don't know any truly happy couple who will say, I'm not sure how we got here, it was just by accident. Every happy couple has a story to tell of the highs and the lows and the blessings and the challenges and the choices they made along the way to arrive at where they are today. The moment you say, I do, you begin to write your own love story. How do you want it to end? That will be determined by the daily choices that you're making now. Me first or my spouse first? Should I blow up or calm down? Will I compliment you or compete with you? Will I prioritize time for you or offer the leftovers when I'm exhausted after attending to everything else and everyone else? The Bible says in Song of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 15, catch all the foxes, those little foxes, before they ruin the vineyard of love, for the grapevines are blossoming. Don't be casual about how you build your marriage. Don't just drift along and see where marriage takes you. Be intentional about where you want to end up as a couple. Your picture of tomorrow should inform your actions today. I want you to say to yourself, my marriage will work because I will be intentional about how I write my love story. I'm really praying for you that as you become more intentional about your marriage, you will experience every joy that marriage has to offer. Smarter decisions lead to better relationships.